Well, right now, No Minion Mugzee Shaman seems to be the strongest deck in Diamond 5 to Legend, so if you want to be hitting easy Legend, this might be the deck for you. In this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you guys know what you could be doing with and against it. So I hope you find the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be appreciated, and don't forget to check me out live on Twitch each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But now, let's get into the video.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list I used, and this is the most popular and highest win rate deck right now from Diamond 5 to Legend for the last couple of days, and for good reason. From Diamond 5 to Legend, it really does feel very strong, and I even did manage to climb decently well with it in Top Legend with it too. What is the deck trying to do? Well, it does have quite a lot of tempo to it, it has quite a few burn spells from hand, and it does have a decent amount of removal and flexibility, so all around it definitely does feel like a pretty strong deck, albeit sometimes it could be feeling clunky. Going through the deck itself, we do have ourselves a couple of static shocks with which you are gonna get to amp your minion spells a lot faster for cheap. So this way you get to just spend 0 mana to get yourself a faster Molten Gold, a faster Frost Shatter, or Storm Fury, and all around the spell's not that bad either. Blazing Invocation can give you all sorts of different big men, and not so big men, you could sometimes use it for something cheap and flexible. With the low security wing, you are gonna get yourself plenty of extra minions, even though they're only gonna be random minions. For the Shaman class, they still could be decently good, but you're not gonna get to discover them is what I'm trying to say. Mountain Map could be pretty good for you, and you gotta be smart, like you kinda wanna be playing both the minions from here most of the time, cause sometimes your hand is gonna feel pretty lonely. So try to be picking the cheap thing you wanna be playing this turn first, and then follow up with the thing you wanna be playing afterwards, sometimes later. Sands of Time can be pretty amazing as well, you could be discovering from other class spells, or if you rewind you get to discover from Shaman, so you could be getting yourself plenty of different things, including extra things like Blazing Invocation, a Hex if you need it against some egg decks, that kind of stuff. And it's another great cheap spell with which you could be amping up your other spell minions. Voltaic Burst, another great cheap spell, and it does give you a couple of rushers with which you get to amp up the attacks for a cheaper Meridian's Last Stand, and you also get to abuse your Ritual of Powers that way. The Ritual is also pretty good, it's a decent cheap spell for you. Getting yourself the Herald Alakir is kind of cool. Of course, you're not running Deathwing or anything like that in here, but still getting yourself some rushers for 0 mana, the first one if you haven't played a minion, could be good. Thunderquake, another decent spell for you in this meta if you are facing a lot of white boards like rogues, like pallies, that kind of stuff. Using this thing does nice AoE damage for everything, and also gives you an extra static shock which could feel huge. With the Fire Breath you get to be doing a lot more damage for the opponent's face, and you actually do have quite a few elementals with which you could be amping them up if the opponent is not careful. The Molten Gold is an elemental, for instance, like the Frost Shatter is another elemental, the Storm Fury, and of course all of the Sparks with Rush, those also have the elemental tag on them, so you actually could be getting yourself a little bit of extra damage that way. The Molten Gold is pretty good, especially after you've cast 3 spells, because it becomes a 1 mana free deal 4 damage to the opponent's face or a minion, and that can be huge. Ascendance is another pretty decent spell in the deck with which you could be making yourself some pretty busted sticky boards, like a lot of the times Mountain Map could be discovering the Amalgam free force for you, and that way amping them up to 6 drops with this and then coming out as free force again could be very nice. And you could be just using it on all sorts of other things like the Frost Shatter, like the Storm Fury, like the Molten Gold, that kind of stuff. With the Tiny Pals you get to be pretty flexible, you get to freeze the opponent's face or minions, you get to deal 1 damage to everything for the opponent. You could be getting yourself even taunts if you feel like that's important, and you could even get yourself some Battlecry minions with a discount on them, albeit they're gonna be random. Having yourself 6 damage on a stick also ain't no joke, so all around pretty good stuff. The Frost Shatter, pretty strong in the deck, gives you a ton of card draw, and if you actually drop it down to 3 mana, which you should, it becomes insane, like 3 mana 5/5 that freezes a character for the opponent, as well as draws you a couple of cards. What more could you want? Mugzee is in here of course just for the hero power, but he's also not the worst thing in the world. Like a lot of the start of game cards feel absolute dog ass top decked, but this guy is still gonna be a 4 mana 6/7 for you, so far from the worst, but of course still nothing amazing. Storm Fury can get you a lot of extra healing, especially if the opponent goes wide, and getting yourself a 7/7 body because of it, also pretty huge. And lastly we have Meridian's Last Stand, with which you are gonna get yourself a ton of free card draw, especially thanks to all of those rushers you have. Matchup wise, here's what we have. Very pleasant looking matchup section, not gonna lie. Of course, obviously nothing really looks very bad here, and you are gonna be pretty good against rogues, which is actually quite a big part of the meta right now. As for the mulligan, here's what it looks like going first. You are gonna be looking for a Blazing Invocation, the Location, the Mountain Map. All 3 of those would be absolutely top tier. Ritual of Power is pretty decent. The Molten Gold pretty nice if you already have yourself some nice cheap spells. Sands of Time can be good in that case. Frost Shatter can also also makes some sense. And if you have some of those Molten Gold or Frost Shatter, you could also consider things like Static Shock, Thunderquake if the matchup warrants it, that kind of stuff. On the coin, it's not much different. Here, I'd say, depending on the matchup, Sands of Time might be very important. Like if you're against the Warrior and you're expecting it to be a Egg Warrior, you might really want to be discovering yourself a Hex, but all around it does look like it's the same deal. That's about it for the deck. Definitely not that expensive, but very, very strong, so give it a try and see for yourself. Hope you enjoyed the guide. Now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend with it. Hope you enjoy. What do ya? Probably Dragon Warrior. Seems to be real cracked right now. Okay. Going second though. Let's see with this. I'm kind of happy with Voltaic. Let's hold on to that. I'm gonna have to mountain map on one. Maybe we coin out a free drop or some. Could be Egg. We don't have Hex in this list. We do have ways to discover it. Not very many ways, but ways nonetheless. Yeah, let's coin this out. Or should I just play this and coin out Voltaic? I don't need to coin out anything right now. Where shall I strike? These are gonna be crazy good later with this shit. Couple of 6 drops like that. I could just coin him out right now. Might as well. He doesn't clear this board. With this thing next turn would be nutty. Let's just hope he doesn't have ways to damage himself for the Warp Tube crap. Okay. These terms are acceptables. We have plenty of damage, by the way. Not the worst. But him having a taunt perma, that's stupid as shit. This 6/6 is screwing with me right now. Really wish we had a Hex on a timely fashion. He's almost dead. By almost, I mean dead as fuck. That is fucking... It's one off, isn't it? Bloody one off. At least we get to freeze it, but doesn't look too hot. We're 6 damage short. Well, a bit more now. Close. Well, I mean, obviously this thing is the way to go. Does he have the Umbro? How's the Umbro? Do I have 4 more damage off the top? I do. Fire breath me, dude. Murder last stand as well. Another... Got this. Close. Rewinding with this guy is kinda alright. 4 mana, I'm literally 1 mana short, man.
What to burn next?
Literally 1 mana short, dude. Bruh.
Where shall I destroy this now?
There's that sense of time I was talking about. Bruh. Well, it's over. Nope. Excellent. This is supposedly the best performer for the class right now. Enjoy that armor now. A random leech, come on. Leech me sideways. Leech. Leech, bitch. Close. That was fucking close, yo. You almost looked like a leech. Leech me sideways. Son of a lich. Bastard bitch. Another sands of time, yo. Leech me sideways, bro. Bruh. Doesn't matter. He has the lowest health enemy. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell, you piece of shit. Why'd you gotta gain that extra fucking 10 armor, you piece of shit? Fucking hell, dude. Fuck you and your armor. Fire spells should burn through armor, man. Like, you ever see a fucking knight in on flames? Do you think the armor helps? Ah, me. Kalos. Yes, the priest. Ew.
Deathwing versus Anduin. Light makes right.
Azeroth will break. Let's bust out of here. Come, minion.
That can be interesting. Turn 2 5 drop. 5/5 is not the worst. This thing goes down to 3. Next turn I can play both of these. It's kind of okay. Not really big. Has to be good. Nice. Next turn this thing gives me those 2 back. That's kind of fire. Dude has a shat card. What was the shatter card? Summoning a copy of make it elusive? What the fuck? Yeah, what effect priest?
Welcome to the Hallowed Tower.
Come, minion.
The random dream card is kind of hot. More truck. I don't know, dude. It's gonna be a lot of card draw. Will I be happy with a lot of card draw? I think we have plenty. I'm gonna go for the dream cards. Could go with this guy right now. Feels good. That's kind of nutty, but so is this. I'll grab this. Let the good turn 4 board. Yeah, he could. Wouldn't mind it if my hand's empty though. Feels like it has enough card draw in it. Dropping the 6-drop. Ooh. That don't do much, we don't have elementals. These are kinda ass. I should have picked the small shit probably. I don't want him to know we have that much damage from hand. Gotta keep it as our little secret. We have 8 damage from hand right now for cheap. He just wants to heal that don't do much. Bruh. I knew I should have rushed it. That doesn't save him though. Got him. Okay, that went so well. I really like how the game insta gave me Hex in this game though. Memorial has game, you piece of shit.
Deathwing versus MC Blade Troll.
Rogue.
At last, Azeroth will break.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Hopefully we got some of them cheap spells. That ain't the worst. Let's see what this do. Got ourselves cheap spells. Let's frickin' go, yeah. Might as well start off with the Beetle. Next turn the Skippy.
The true masters draw close.
Could drop one of these right now. Let's go like this. Push the Tembobo. Turn 2, by the way. Mildly annoying, not gonna lie. We're overloaded next turn. Hopefully he still takes it with the mouth. Sadly, no such luck. Bruh. 1 damage AoE would be diabolical right now. That is 1 damage AoE. Business days till it shows back up. It wasn't the 1 damage AoE I was referring to, but it was 1 damage nonetheless. It was even the better 1 damage.
Nobody's gonna know.
Then let's go face next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. This timeline is perfect, mind you. That's a chords.
It's in my very blood.
It's actually quite the card, wasn't it? There's that 1 damage AoE I was referring to.
Change is coming.
Hey, doing what we can, man.
Time for the content, big dog, less than 3.
Thank you very much for the subscribe, Sizzling. Appreciate ya. Got that dog. Bad dog. That's what I thought. How is that no loss there, GDev, if they nerf a frickin' common cards and you have to craft 5 legendaries for a deck? I really like how people oversimplify things. Especially given the state of Demon Hunter right now.
Versus Patches!
Yeah, that's a rough mistake right there, man. No reason to wait. Not a rogue. This on one is good, this is good, this might be worth, especially with this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it. 1 damage here against rogue, as you guys saw last turn. Last game could be pretty important. Eternal Hold is still good. The deck not so much right now, it seems, or people just are not playing it just yet, but give it some time, it's probably okay still. I assume it's probably still fine. Okay. Next turn I could just coin him out. I'm gonna coin him out on the right side though, if I was. Guess I ain't. I'm just gonna do this then. I get to coin out this guy. But wait, there's more. Should have played him on the right side again. Okay, still do this. What? I guess. I'll take it. It wasn't that bad.
Deathwing.
What is up with all the rogues, bro? He's off.
At last, Azeroth will break.
Maybe I'll ditch that too. Bruh. Frickin' Schmugzee. 4 mana, 6/7. Still not the worst, but... not bad. This into that. Turn 1, by the way. Sadly, next gen won't be able to do this, but... small price to pay, I guess.
Care to make a wager, friend?
Bruh. Bro, it's turn 1. Don't do more shit than I did. That's illegal. Only I can do more shit than I do. What?
This context is fully authorized.
I don't even know, man.
I only need one shot.
Well, this does clear these shits.
Nobody's gonna know.
In a position like that. Hey, look at that, another Fugsy. Fugsy these nuts.
The Cyclone's fury. Exclusive merch. In limited quantity.
Smash. Not a bad weapon. I'm down to draw. Or choice. Yeah, we have some damage from hand, that's good.
Meet here at midnight.
Uh-oh.
Plan.
The true masters draw close.
The more you know.
Cooking up something special.
Bruh.
Feed my children.
Well, I get to clear most of this board. Probably all of it. Ooh, that ain't bad. Did I botch it? Kinda botched it. Could have done it better, I think. Uh-oh. It's 4 off lethal with 4 mana to spare next turn.
Cooking up something special.
This thing can give something. This weapon can give something. Top deck can give another fire breath. It's 2 off lethal is what it is.
Armies of
Bruh. How was that the play, bro? Why'd you only leave yourself with a single taunt? There you fucking go. Fucking hell. That was weird. A lot of rogues though. Wish I could show a little bit more diversity in the video, but a lot of rogues though.